Hey, good morning, everybody. How we doing? I know it's been a long time. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I'm still looking forward to a Happy New Year. Well, the House did end up impeaching the president, which makes one of my predictions from one of my earlier videos half false. I never thought that they would do it because a lot of the stuff that they have going on, some accusations that are out there, given the whole FISA thing. I didn't think they'd want to take that to court in the Senate, and that part turns out to be right. So I was wrong on whether or not they would actually go ahead and impeach him, but I was right because those articles of impeachment are still held up. Pelosi putting her proverbial foot down on that and holding up that process, which there's some argument going on as to whether or not that's constitutional at all. So I want to do a little recap on this whole process that we've been through. And where I'm going to start is, we'll start just days before the whistleblower complaint hit the floor and came out. So the previous whistleblower statute for the House of Representatives, under their rules, stated that a whistleblower had to have first-hand knowledge of the situation. By first-hand knowledge, it didn't have to, whatever happened didn't have to happen to them, but they had to witness it happening to somebody else, at least. So that's the way it was. But just days before the whistleblower complaint that essentially started this whole thing came out, the House tabled and passed a motion to change the rules of the whistleblower statute to allow it to be taken by second-hand information. Meaning, I didn't see this happen. I don't know that it happened. But somebody told me that it happened. And in this case, it wasn't somebody told me that it happened. It was somebody told me that they told somebody else, and somebody else told this person, and this person told me, and so here's what happened. Okay, that's what they changed the rules to include. Just days before, a whistleblower comes forward and has, what you know, that type of information. It's amazing. Timing is everything, right? Man, it's a good thing they got that rule changed. Otherwise, this whistleblower wouldn't have counted. I guess it's just a big coincidence that they did that. Okay, so whistleblower, as we found out, the first whistleblower did have communication with Adam Schiff's staff in his office, if not him directly. We know that. So Adam Schiff took this statement from the whistleblower, which we later found out was completely made up. We know this because Adam Schiff took that statement and he went before Congress, went before the House of Representatives, and all the American people, and gave quotes and made statements about that July 25th phone call that were completely and utterly false and slanderous. And I mean, it was so bad that he had to utter an apology national TV and say, "Oh, well, it was meant to be a parody. It was kind of a joke. I was joking around." The problem with that is if you roll back that video, you can look it up. You roll back that video, he's not laughing. None of the members of Congress are laughing. Nobody's even smiling. No, he's just flat out standing there lying through his cheeks at everybody. So they then use this. Well, so what the White House does is they release the call record. Alright, so now the call record's out there. That's how we found out that Adam Schiff was lying to everybody, because the story that Adam Schiff was nothing like the statement that he had previously made. So, in fact, turns out, by the call record, Trump didn't do anything wrong, except ask to investigate somebody that happened to be running for president in 2020, based on a statement that person made, bribing and blackmailing a foreign government for the positive influence of his son, which is extortion in this country, by our laws and statutes. So anyway, so the whole rule change is going to be significant when I get to the end of this story, this part of the story, and you'll see why in a little bit. Okay, so we have the call record now, and they're still persuaded to go and move on with this impeachment. So we've got Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, and Jerry Nadler. Nancy Pelosi is the Speaker of the House. Adam Schiff is the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, which I think is an oxymoron at this point. And then you have Jerry Nadler, who is the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. And all of them are online, on TV, saying, we're going to push through with this inquiry, but if it's not overwhelming and obvious, we're not going to do it. The only way we're going to impeach him is if it's just out there. And we're not going to do it without bipartisan support. Impeachment should be a bipartisan process, which we also know now it's not. And everyone, two chairmen and the Speaker of the House, just flat out lied to every one of the American people. You, me, all their Democratic supporters, everybody just flat out lied. Because what we know now is there was, not only was there not bipartisan support to impeach the president, there was bipartisan support against impeaching the president. I'd take it one step further. I'm sure most of you have heard in the news that one of the Democratic congressmen from New Hampshire, I think, he actually switched sides to all this. He's like, you know what? This is so bad. You guys are so wrong. This is such a sham that I don't even want to be a Democrat anymore. So he literally switched sides in the middle of all this, and he is now a Republican congressman. That's how bad this is. Okay? I don't know this type of thing has ever happened before. It might have. I don't remember it. So it's probably been a little while. So anyway, they, the whole time they're doing this, there's this big push. Oh, it's urgent. We got to get this done before Christmas. We got to get this in. We got to do this. We got to do this. This is urgent. This is urgent. So they get everything pushed through. Looks like everything's going through the process. The Senate is gearing up to be able to do a trial, and they get the vote. They make it official. Gavel falls. Donald Trump is the third president in United States history to get impeached. He's the first person, the first U.S. president to ever be impeached without a crime being referenced in the articles of impeachment. He is the first U.S. president to get impeached with bipartisan support against the impeachment, and he is the first president in the history of the U.S. to not be impeached, or to be impeached with absolutely no bipartisan support. You can't make this stuff up. It doesn't get much worse than this. Well, it kind of does. Because now the Speaker of the House that was so eager to impeach our president, pushing so hard because this was so urgent and he's such a threat to our country that all this stuff had to be done, and it had to be done right now. It's so urgent that she said, well, we're not going to send the articles of impeachment to the Senate for the trial. Yeah. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Now, here's where that House rule change is going to play significance, because the House was able to change their rules to allow the hearsay testimony from the whistleblower just by a majority vote. Nancy Pelosi is able to obstruct the Senate having a trial, because right now what she knows is that the Senate rules state that they have to have the articles of impeachment for a trial. So she's holding. And that's all good and well. And she thinks she has some sort of leverage on the Senate. But I don't know if she doesn't realize or just doesn't think they'll do it or what. The Republicans have a majority in the Senate, and they can change their rules and make their own rules too. And there's nothing the House of Representatives or anybody else for that matter can do about it. So here's what I think is going to happen. Eventually they're going to get tired of Pelosi and some of these other people pulling this crap, and they're going to hold a vote, and they're going to make a rule change to where they do not have to have the articles of impeachment to do the trial. The majority leader in the House has the authority to appoint counsel on behalf of the House of Representatives to run the prosecution. Obviously, they'll appoint people for the defense, and with or without the articles of impeachment, they can hold a trial on the impeachment. And if at that point, if the Democrats don't want to provide the articles of impeachment as evidence, then they're just hanging their prosecution authority out to dry. It's like lawyers in a civilian court case deciding what evidence to provide and not to provide, and use for their case. So that's where we're at. That's kind of where I think we're going to end up with all of this. Is my question is this: if they even thought that they had a chance, if they thought that they had a case at all of removing him from office, I mean, there's been impeachment talk since before he was even elected president. They were talking impeachment. 2018 came around. Half of the Democratic platform for running in their districts to get voted into Congress and elected was running on the basis of impeaching Donald Trump, which they did. Congratulations, you set out to do something, and you did it. I wish that you would work that hard and that diligently and stay that focused on things that could actually help our country and help the American people, well, the legal citizens of our country, well, like I said, the American people. You know, I wish you would actually work that hard to do something for us. So, yeah. So who knows? I guess we'll see. I might be wrong, or partially right, partially wrong again. I don't know. We'll see. So that's kind of a recap on everything that's happened with that. Tell you what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do another video. This one's, I think, it's been long enough. It took a little longer to get through some of that than I thought it would. I was gonna combine two. So I'm gonna do another video here, maybe tomorrow, and outline some other stuff that I found. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I think there's a pattern with this whole country of Ukraine and high-level politician children dealing with stuff in Ukraine. Based on what I found so far, I think it goes a little bit deeper than just Ukraine. I think it's more spread out than that, and I'll explain why in my next video. But I'm not going to take credit for opening up a can of worms. Most of the research I did was, articles I found. So I'm not claiming to have discovered this. I mean, I made the discovery to me, but not. I don't think I've uncovered anything that other people haven't looked at. So anyway, we'll talk about that in the next video. Once again, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Look forward to a Happy New Year. And you guys, please hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Pass on the link to them. Whatever you got to do. If you think I'm doing a good job at all, share it with somebody who you think might also get a kick out of it. Alright. We all take it easy. This was commentary from the car. God bless you all. Have a great day.